Today we have the STEM Sophomore project, which is a program that was put together by GE employees as the 10th graders are here on Nela Park, at Nela Park's campus. And we wanted to take the students through the whole new product introduction cycle. So what we're experiencing here through our research and development, take the students in a real world project and allow them to experience it. So they work with our engineers and develop a working prototype of a fixture. And then they work with manufacturing and how would you produce on a large scale, marketing, how do you advertise it, finances behind it. They work across every one of our functions here through our employee spectrum. We started Sophomore Project our second year of partnership with MC² STEM, so the 2009-2010 school year. We realized job shadowing and just letting kids sit in the office, sitting in a meeting or on a phone call, wasn't really working for anyone. The kids wanted hands-on, the employees wanted hands-on. So we said, why don't we just take them through this business process, and we'll run it through. All the employees will get to touch them in some way with what they're doing in their field, and then the students can show us by presentation and in the trade show format what they've learned. So they're demonstrating that knowledge and comprehension of the process. We're not looking really at how you start the company, but if you had a developed company and you were introducing a new product to the market, what's that process that you have to do from essentially idea to having it on the store shelf? And so those students are identifying those concepts, working with our employees who lead each part of the program. First and foremost, it's different career paths. So what are options? You're going to this STEM school, science, technology, engineering, and math. What are options that you have? They may be in engineering. They may take you on into marketing or business or social media, with the trends today. So career paths is the first one. The second one is just what it takes for a business to operate. So it's not just you come up with an idea and it ends up on the store shelf the next day. You actually have to think through how that product is. Is it going to be able to survive in the market from a consumer or professional perspective? You have to give back to the community when you look at your financials. Are you giving charitable contributions? And then how do you manufacture it? It's got to be put together somehow. And then especially working together in teams. So you can't just have an idea and take it on your own. You're going to have to work in a team or a small corporation with a president, a CEO, GM of marketing and technology and operations. If you're introducing something new to the market, you have this idea, how you take it from idea to sellable product, and they're implementing those. Because they're here at Nela Park and we're working with them on lighting and it's our world here, we take them through the lighting process, but it allows us to not only expose them to the business, but then to the technical part of lighting and how the LED world is booming and how now they can take the controllers and all of the different modules and combine those together. It's kind of a nice break in the day for our employees to get out and talk about what they're doing. Secondly, the kids just get to learn from doing, and they're learning from real people that are doing real jobs. They're not just sitting there reading a textbook, and our employees are able to talk about, I was on a phone call today and this is what we talked about, and now they're showing those kids those real world examples of how it's happening. But we've gone through a couple evolutions of the program because we want to continuously revise it to make sure that it's most applicable for the students and they're getting the most out of it. So the very first year we started off with letting the kids just design whatever they wanted. We'll help them solder and build the circuits, but they spent more time just playing on the epilogue laser and creating what was going to be outside of the fixture than the content inside. So we redesigned it so they get more engineering out of it than the kind of just playtime of creating the creativity of the concept. So we're embedding both worlds now with using an actual product, one of our GE Infusion modules, and then they get to talk about the application. So some students are using this to light movies, the steps in a movie theater, or to light a shoe store and highlight specific products. So they're able to think creatively in that way, not necessarily just spending the time to do that. So we've made the time more valuable. Some of the students, as they're going through the program, may not see the value, but the minute they walk off this campus, I get phone calls or emails, Ms. Timan, we wish we would have paid more attention, or we wish we would have done this, because we see now why it was valuable as we start taking some of our college courses and doing internships and whatnot, that we're just preparing them for that next step. They're working together in teams to understand how the business works and the business world works so that they can do this in the future, whether they're coming in and working for GE, or they're in the healthcare world, or developing some other consumer product or professional product. We just want them to understand this and understand all the effort that goes into something, that when they walk into a store and buy it, that it just didn't magically appear there, the process and the thought that went into that.